Hello, Storm Henk is here and it is bringing some wet and very windy weather.
Storm Isha has been named by the Met Office as the weather takes a dramatic turn.
Storm Isha is clearing away. Storm Jocelyn is on the way.
Need a hand. Okay there.
Welcome back to Fig Tree Farm. Despite the storms, I'm pleased to say we've managed to achieve far more than we could have hoped for in January. Due to the wind, we had to stop work on the polytunnel, so we decided to get some garlic and onions in the ground. This was our first attempt at no-dig gardening. Raking compost over cardboard felt almost like cheating, and we joked about how amazing it would be if we could afford enough compost to do this method for the whole plot. Unfortunately, we need well over 10,000 litres of compost, so this just wasn't an option. I'd never grown garlic before, and it did feel a little weird to shove garlic cloves in the ground instead of cooking them. But just like that, we'd planted our first veg. Apparently, birds like garlic as much as we do, so we built a netting cage from some bamboo canes and old dog toys. In hindsight, this was a bit silly, because the dog was very confused at this. In fact, he was pretty furious, and he kept trying to take his toys back. But we're on a tight budget, and it did the job. I'm a keen home brewer, and I've always dreamt of brewing beer made with my own hops. So back in autumn, I pre-ordered some hop rhizomes. They came wrapped in this weird sphagnum moss with instructions to plant as soon as possible. Well, they've been in the fridge for at least a week or two, so I was eager to get them in the ground. I'm growing Cascade and Centennial hops. Both of them are American varieties, and I'm not sure how well they'll do in the British climate. But there's only one way to find out, and all of this is one big experiment anyway. So one of our goals on this project is to be as thrifty as possible and recycle anything we can. I asked my friend Ben, who's having a home extension, if I could dig in his skip, and he told me, of course you can. So I took his door. I'd seen cold frames on the internet for as much as £150, and I thought, how difficult can it be to build one yourself? So armed with a few simple tools and no idea how to use them, I went about giving it a go. And then finally, the wind stopped. I got to work edging a line around the polytunnel, and I started digging. A foot down I hit clay, which was a bit of a nightmare, but I worked it out. And in 2 days, with a lot of elbow grease and a fair amount of help from Lucy's brother Andy, we got it done. And then, it's time to get the poly on. This was a really fun day, and although not everything went to plan, we got there in the end. Refilling the trench after spending 2 days digging it felt very strange, but we had no time to waste. Another storm was coming in. Lucy and I spent the next weekend getting the doors together, getting the door rails on, and getting it all weather tight.
We got a door! Woohoo!
The 60-mile-an-hour winds that night didn't even touch it.
Proof that it was the saw and not me.
That's Alex. Alex kindly came to help out. He also kindly showed the world that actually it wasn't me being terrible at using a saw in the last video. So the reason why we needed Alex's help so badly is a friend of mine, Chris, had got in touch a previous week. He works for a company that grows fruit trees for garden centres, and he asked if I wanted some spare compost. It turns out that they had some leftover compost from the previous year that was taking up space and they wanted to get rid of. We enthusiastically accepted his kind offer and arranged for delivery the following Monday. Our farm manager kindly agreed to offload the compost from the lorry, and when he did, he sent us a message worried we'd ordered too much, along with this video. I guess we're going no dig after all. January is supposed to be a really quiet month for gardeners, but thanks to the generosity of our friends, we've been able to make this January an incredibly productive one. We've got the polytunnel built, we've got beds built, we've got seeds germinating which we can't wait to show you in the next video. We've also been having some great fun trying to grow mushrooms at home, but I'll leave that for another video. Thanks for watching. See you soon at Fig Tree Farm.